What's up, everybody, man? It's your boy, Mr. Duga, coming at y'all with another video, man. And today, man, I'm going to talk about, man, you had former Philadelphia Eagle wide receiver Terrell Owens was at game 4 of the Philadelphia 76ers Toronto Raptors game. And he was announced on the basically in front of the whole arena. Pretty much got a standing ovation, and he got up there and he did the eagle wings for everybody. Pretty much is something he used to do when he played with us, and after he would get like, big first downs and stuff of that nature. And all it does, man, seeing that, man, it just made me think, yo, and I get to wondering, like, we love the Philadelphia Eagles era we in right now. We love the Doug Peterson, Carson Wentz, Howie Roseman and all the players we have now. We love this era, man. Even Nick Foles, even though he's gone now, even Nick Foles, But you just wonder what could have been, man, with that Donovan McNabb, T.O., and Andy Reid era, man. And Brian Dawkins era, man. If it just wasn't for all the foolishness that went on with those two, yo. Like with T.O., man, he had a great season for us, man. Came in, man. I mean, we had wide receivers like Ty Pinkston and James Thrash and Freddie Mitchell and Billy McMullen, who McNabb had to throw to. That, yeah, they was good regular season wide receivers. But as soon as we got in the NFC Championship game, man, those guys couldn't create any separation. So for T.O. to come in there, for the 04-05 season and dominate, he was, in my opinion, he was the best receiver in football that season. And, he had the unfortunate broken leg, man. And then, we won the divisional round game against Minnesota, NFC Championship against Atlanta. And he went out there against the Patriots in the Super Bowl on one leg back earlier than doctors suggested he would be back. And he went out there and he had like 7 catches for like 100 and something yards, man. And it makes you wonder, man, if it wasn't for all the hoopla between him and McNabb, what could have been? you know, what could have been, man? And of course, man, I blame both T.O. and McNabb for that. For T.O.'s standpoint, I blame him from the fact that, granted, you did your thing, man. Like, you balled out on one leg pretty much, man. But I mean, bro, you just signed the 7-year contract, man. Now, was you underpaid? Absolutely, man. I think it was a 7-year, $49 million contract, where he was only getting pretty much $7 million a year. So he was vastly underpaid, man. But after 1 year, though, man, like, and I get it as far as from him, it's like, look, man, I just had a significant injury. I was scared. I need more security. I feel him when it come to that. But from an organizational standpoint, it's like, man, we got a lot of other big name players over here, man. We got the Brian Dawkins and Javon Kurz, you know what I'm saying? And all these guys, Jeremiah Trotter, Michael Lewis, Sheldon Brown, Lito Shepard, Corey Simon. Offensively, obviously, we had McNabb, Brian Westbrook, and the offense, John Runyon and Trey Thomas and all those guys. I don't know if we really had the financial flexibility to really give him a big contract, like a bigger contract at that time. So I understand it from an organizational standpoint, but yeah, it sucked, man. It sucked that it had to end the way it did. And then for McNabb, man, like, as you can see now with how he's handling the whole Carson Wentz situation, McNabb was pretty salty. Whenever T.O. came in, and everybody was more T.O. than more McNabb when T.O. came in. And, when you hear stories about how how McNabb told T.O. shut the F up and stuff like that. And, McNabb was kind of salty too, man. And, McNabb felt like, he could have came out and just been like, hey, man, we got to do whatever it takes to bring this team back, man, to get that final hump, to get over this hump, to get that final push. But you didn't really hear that from that. He kind of was like, man, like that's on them, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it just ended very ugly, man. Obviously, with the man going play for the hated Cowboys of all people. But, it makes you wonder, man, seeing him at the game, seeing him flapping his eagle wings, knowing how dominant he was in his year and a few games. I can't even say a year and a half, a year and a few games that he played with us, man. It just makes you wonder, what could have been, man. It's just very unfortunate that that era had to end the way that it did, man. Because at the time, McNabb was one of the better quarterbacks, and T.O. was either number one or number two as far as receivers in the league. It was either him and Randy Moss. But I believe that year he was number one, man. But we always gonna wonder what if, man, with those two, man. And hopefully McNabb could stop hating. It would be nice to see McNabb at an event in Philly, flapping his eagle wings or doing whatever he want to do in support of the Eagles, man. You know, but it is what it is, man. But shout out, it was good seeing T.O. out there. Good seeing the fans embracing him. Good seeing him flapping his wings, man. Yeah, he representing, bro. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go and give me a subscribe, man. I'm gonna have Eagles and NFL content, man, throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.